Hey there guys, and welcome to the very first video of 2015. I know I have been a little bit slack on videos, but as you can see, I've moved. And that plus Christmas, plus New Year's, plus Australia Day, plus all this other stuff, I've been a bit busy, so I'm back and I'm here to give you my top 5 most anticipated movies of 2015. I was going to do a top 10 list, but I really couldn't come up with 10 movies I was really looking forward to, but I can definitely come up with 5. However, that doesn't mean there are some movies that I am looking forward to, so I'm going to hit you first up with some honorable mentions. Ted 2, Jupiter Ascending, Hot Tub Time Machine, Mockingjay Part 2, Furious 7, Ant-Man, Terminator Genesis, however they want to spell it, and the new Bond Spectre are all definitely ones I'm looking forward to, but just couldn't crack the top 5. So let's kick it off right now with
number 5.
That's right, number 5 is Chappie, the new movie by Neil Blomkamp. You may know him as the guy that directed District 9 and Elysium. District 9 still to this day is one of my favorite sci-fi action movies of all time. It was absolutely fantastic. It managed to balance the message and action really well, something that Elysium unfortunately did not do. It was too heavy on the message. But I'm hoping that Chappie will be a little bit less message, a little bit more action, and a little bit more Hugh Jackman mullet. Because, oh my god, have you seen the trailer and have you seen that thing? It is fucking mental. He's teaming up once again with longtime collaborator Sharlto Copley, who is the voice of this robot AI thingamajiggy. Basically, he's a software robot, and Hugh Jackman's character isn't too happy about that, so he goes after him. And the movie also stars the Antwood, which I'm insanely looking forward to what their role is in the movie, because I love these guys. If you've never seen them, go check them out. Their music is fucking weird, but it is insanely awesome. So I'm really glad that they're in the movie as well, and I'm really looking forward to this one. Love Neil Blomkamp, love what he's done in the past, hoping this one lives up to it.
Number 4.
Now, number 4 is coincidentally the 4th movie in a franchise that probably should have finished after the first one. That's right, I'm talking about Jurassic World. When I heard this movie was getting made, I was sort of excited, sort of cautious, and after I saw the first trailer, I was still sort of excited and still sort of cautious, because I really don't know what they're planning to do with this movie. And if you want more thoughts on it, you can go and check out my review of the first trailer down here. I'll put it there. You can go and look at it. You can go and get my deep, in-depth thoughts of what I thought about it. But really, this movie is still a mystery to me. It's on the list because it is Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I love the first movie. The second two weren't great, but I'm hoping that this movie makes me forget about those. And the man of the moment, Chris Pratt, is in it, as is Bryce Dallas Howard. And after the Super Bowl trailer, which came out a couple of days ago, it's pretty much confirmed that he is a raptor trainer, which is interesting, and we'll see where that goes. But it still made it onto the list because, let's face it, it's Jurassic World. It's going back into this awesome universe that Steven Spielberg created. I can't wait. I'm just hoping that it doesn't fuck it up. Basically, I want less Sharktopus and more Jurassic Park, is what I'm saying.
Number 3.
Number 3 on this list is one that I really wasn't too keen on until I saw the trailer. That's right, it's Mad Max Fury Road. This movie is being directed by the original director of Mad Max, George Miller, which just makes me really happy, because Mad Max is one of the most awesome movies of all time. It is absolutely fucking awesome. And after seeing the trailer, I'm really sold on this movie. It jumped ahead of Jurassic Park based on the trailer alone. It actually made it into this list on the trailer alone, because the trailer is just action-packed insanity. And that's what we want. That's what Mad Max really should be. It stars another man of the moment, Tom Hardy, along with Charlize Theron and Nicholas Hoult. And this really is looking to be just one batshit insane movie, which, bring it on. I'm keen for that. It looks fucking awesome. The sandstorm in the trailer looks mental as hell. I can't wait to see what happens with that. And yeah, this trailer just looks balls to the wall crazy, and that's what we need. We need some balls to the wall crazy action movies this year. And I cannot wait for this one to kick it off right.
Number 2.
Now, number 2 and number 1, you can probably guess what they are. I'll get to number 1 in a second. But number 2 has to be Avengers Age of Ultron. I've had my little notes here about what I was saying, and the first thing under Age of Ultron, it just says, holy shit. Because holy fucking shit. The first trailer came out, it got leaked. Once again, you can go and check out my review of the first trailer right over, I'll put it up there. Yeah, go check it out there. Watch my in-depth thoughts on this trailer, but holy crap. This looks fucking intense. Looks darker, it looks bleaker. There's no real humor in this trailer, and that will probably translate. There'll be a bit of humor. It's Joss Whedon. He puts humor in everything in some way, but this one looks to be a lot more dark and brooding than the first one. Ultron looks like an absolute badass. Hopefully Marvel will get a villain right. I know I've had Loki, and Loki's fine, but he sort of dances between being the hero and the anti-hero and the villain a little bit too much for my taste. And the one thing Marvel haven't really done right in any of their sort of standalone pictures is give us a good, compelling villain. So I'm really hoping that Ultron is that villain, because from what we're seeing in the trailer, he looks like a badass. So I'm hoping that we get an entire film of him being an absolute badass, kicking the Avengers' ass. The other thing too is, in the trailers that I've seen, the rift between Tony and the rest of the Avengers really seems evident. Like, he's not in any of the footage with them except when he's in the Hulkbuster and the very start of the trailer when they're trying to pick up Thor's hammer. He really seems to be separated from them for a lot of this movie. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play that up, because as we know, Civil War is coming out, which pretty much is Tony against Cap. So if they're planting the seeds for that movie all the way through this one, then we're definitely going to see a big rift sort of open up between the Avengers. And of course, there's contracts and whatever all coming to an end. So by the time we get to Infinity Gauntlet or Infinity Wars, whatever they're calling it, we're going to be seeing a very different Avengers. And this is the movie that's going to plant all of those seeds. And my prediction is this movie is going to break all sorts of box office records until...
Number 1.
That's right, it's numero uno. You could have guessed it. I'm wearing the goddamn shirt. It's Star Wars. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a Star Wars year. Just think about that for a second. We are in a Star Wars year. I know it's not until December, but it's still a Star Wars year. And that just gets me so freaking excited. We got 88 seconds or whatever it was of absolute glory last December. It got me so hyped for this movie. From what we saw, the little snippets, it looks good. And I'm hoping that we get the extended trailer, which I did predict would be sort of put at the start of Avengers when it got its theatrical release. And I was right. It came out and they said, yeah, we're putting it at the start of Avengers. Makes a lot of sense. Both owned by Disney. Two of the biggest movies of the year, possibly of all time, coming out in the same year. Disney's going to have an absolute romper this year. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing the longer trailer. Rumors are we will get some Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, and Harrison Ford in that trailer as well. And once again, this is going to smash all sorts of records, especially in December. Usually a pretty bleak month for movies, but it's Star Wars and it's going up against nothing. There was a big debate I had on the internet the other day with a guy who was like, yeah, no, Avengers is going to break all kinds of records. It's going to have a bigger opening weekend than Star Wars is. And I'm just like, no, man, no, it's Star Wars. It's going up against nothing. It's in December when everyone is on holidays. All they're going to do is go and see this movie. I'm going to see it 5 times opening weekend without a doubt. And once again, I did a in-depth sort of look at the trailer. You can check that out over, I'll put it up that side. It's going to be over there. You can go check it out right there and see my thoughts. And see me fanboy really hard when the Millennium Falcon comes onto the screen. I sort of lost my shit, essentially, because it's fucking Star Wars. It's a Star Wars year. We are going to see a new Star Wars movie by the end of this year, directed by a guy who I think is going to do a really good job. We have trust in you, Abrams. We're trusting you right now. So guys, first video of the year is done, out of the way. My top 5 movies, anticipated at least, of this year. What are you most looking forward to? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.
I can see 5